Hello, everyone. It's me, Simply Smiling. Time for some Simply Chatting today. So, I'm sitting around today and trying to just focus on my journey and where it's taking me, or where I need my journey to take me, and where I need to go in life, and how I feel accomplished with my journey and everything else that's going on in my life today. So, I was thinking about what is it going to really take to get me there. I'm doing all the things that I can. Sometimes I make it through those things, sometimes I don't. We're human and we all tend to mess up a little bit, but we get back on track. So I was thinking about willpower today. So I wanted to come on and just chat about willpower and what it means to me, and how I think it helped me to get truly to where I need to be. So willpower to me is just the whole ability of being able to control a lot of different things that go on in your journey. It could be your desires, things that you want that you may not need, things that you need to do that you may not be doing. So willpower will get you there if you have a strong sense of willpower. Now, for me, it takes a whole lot of strong determination. Willpower is a strong word that carries a lot of weight. I think it carries more weight than encouragement and motivation. Even determination, it's a stronger determination than determination itself. Willpower is like the leading runner in your journey, okay? Because it helps us to do something that's difficult to us. It helps us to achieve something that we may have not have been able to achieve. It helps us to truly get there. It helps everything to come together. So it's a very strong determination, okay? Willpower, meaning that you have to stick to something no matter what. Okay? You have to have that willpower to stick to it no matter what you're going through in that day, the week, or the month, or the year even that passed, or the year that's coming. You have to stick to, you have to have that strong unction and desire and determination to stick to it. That's willpower. That's what's truly going to get you there. Okay, a lack of self-control would keep you from getting to your willpower source in your journey. If you don't have self-control, which I find myself there sometimes, when I say you, I mean me too as well. If you don't have the self-control, then willpower is not going to come. Self-control is the first key of having willpower. You've got to control yourself. You got to be ready, and you've got to understand self-criticism and temptation. Those are weaknesses for willpower. If you self-criticize yourself, you won't have that willpower. Okay? Another way that you may be messing up on willpower, and I say me too, is not to be aware. So self-awareness. I know a lot of times in a day we make a lot of different food choices, or the week, for the whole week, or for the day, however we plan our meals. And all those food choices are just thoughts. Okay? But if they're not the right thought, we have to be aware of what we're thinking. If they're not the right type of exercise, if we're not doing the right thing for our journey, be it your food or your exercise or however you spend your positive time, then that's self-awareness. You have to have self-awareness. We rely on willpower to give us that self-awareness, to be able to accept things, to get us to our goal, to know what we're doing, to know exactly what we're doing before we do it, after even doing what we're doing, while we're doing it. We have to have that self-awareness. I would say make a list. I love to make lists. Make a list of everything that you do throughout the day, for your hobbies, your exercise, how you eat, and see if make yourself aware of everything that you're doing, your self-awareness, and see if those things are helping you to reach your goals or if they're not. Make yourself aware of what's going on. A lot of times we know what's going on with everyone else, but we need that self-awareness for ourselves. That'll strengthen your willpower in just knowing what's going on with you. All the things that's on your list that are not your best choices, then they need to come off the list. So that's one way of knowing. Just make yourself aware of what's going on. Okay? A lot of times, even with food and exercise, I make my best decisions in the mornings. I make myself aware of what's going on in my day. I don't make my day based on last night or the day before, unless it's a continuation of something that I was doing that's positive. But I try to make my best decisions in the morning. And I keep saying best decisions because for me, when I wake up and I get refreshed, those are when my best decisions come. I don't lay down on my best decisions at night. I'm usually stressed out from whatever happened in the day that didn't go right. Or I'm usually concerned about the things that did go right in the day. But the next day, tomorrow is a new day. So I try to make good decisions for that day. First thing in the morning, with my tea or whatever my beverage is that I want to have. Okay? Another thing is to help your willpower, just breathe. Take a lot of short, deep breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. That's my form of meditation. Okay? Just sit in a chair, don't do anything for a minute, and just breathe. Short breaths. Just relax. Try and toss everything off the mind and let your willpower just take over. Relaxing is so important. If you're in a rush and a hurry all the time, you're breathing, of course, but take those little short breathing techniques. Just in and out. In and out. That too will strengthen your willpower. That's a way of meditating and relaxing. Or do your meditation and your relaxing, however you do it. But it strengthens the willpower. The willpower needs its own comfortable zone in your life. It needs to be at the forefront, of course, to drive everything else that's going on in your life. Exercise is another way to strengthen your willpower, okay? Exercise can strengthen your willpower because you know that's your strength. Willpower. Power means strength. So you need that exercise. However you do it, movement is movement. I always say that. Little is much. I always say that too. I don't set myself to say, okay, I'm going to exercise for 2 hours a day. I don't do that. I tell myself I'm going to exercise and do what I can in the form of exercise each day. That's how it is. I don't put any stress on my eating. I don't put any stress on my exercising regimen for my journey. I line it up with what I know I can do, okay? I line it up with what I know I should eat and how I should eat. I line it up with my exercising, of how I should exercise and what form of exercise that I do. So don't put any stress on your journey, anything you do for your journey, because that would also kill your willpower. And we don't want to do that. Exercise can strengthen the willpower. Excuse me. Just remember to do as much as you can do and don't line it up, with the people on YouTube and their 1 hour workouts a day, unless you can do that. Hats off to you. I can't do that, and I refuse to try because I already know, and I'm not going to stress myself out when I don't get there. Okay? So I just wanted to talk about willpower. Know that willpower is very, very, very important. Another way that you can weaken, those are ways to strengthen, but to weaken your willpower would be self-criticism. If you self-criticize yourself all the time, and I was there, I'm no longer there, but I was, so I know it's terrible. If you self-criticize yourself all the time, you won't have the strength to gain any willpower. You won't have it because you're already doubting yourself. Willpower is not in the doubting zone. Remember, it's in the front zone. It's in the strength zone. So if you have self-criticism, it's not going to work. You need to have, instead of self-criticism, some self-forgiveness, or show some self-compassion to yourself. Those are strengthening and outdo that self-criticism in no time. You'll be truly, truly, and honestly surprised. Okay? Temptations are another way of weakening the willpower. Oh my God, you ever go to the store and you see the little people, like at our Costco's and our Sam's, it's like a food warehouse where you can do a big grocery haul. You ever go to those places and have the little people set up? They want you to try this sample and try that sample. Okay, did you come in the store to try a bunch of sugar down samples or some free hot coffee? Did you come in the store from that? What those temptations do is weaken your willpower, because now you know what you came in the store for, but now your willpower is weakened and you're buying all this extra sugary stuff or things you did not even come to the store for, and you're spending more money. Okay, that's temptation. Temptation is not good at all. Not good at all. You ever go, I was thinking one time there was this bakery that actually on one side they sold cookies, cakes, donuts, and pies. On the other side they had salads and hot steamy veggies. It was all in one bakery site, but you go through which door you wanted to go through. It's the same company. Of course, the aroma of the baked goods is going to catch you as soon as you hit that front door, because the bakery was on the front side, of course. Of course, no doubt. And how many times do you walk in a bakery or walk in a veggie store and I love the smell of the radishes today. Oh my goodness, the green beans smell delicious. No, your mind triggers to sugar. That's temptation. Okay, so you need to clear that up. Okay, don't be tempted by what someone else presents or how they present it. If you want veggies, go to the veggie side and don't go through the sweet side unless you got to just get through. Now, I did walk through the bakery to get to the back because their hot steamy veggies are just fresh and they're good and they're hot and ready to go for lunch. Okay, just be aware of temptation. Temptation, just like the grocery store, they have all of these little tempting stuff at the counter. The chocolates and the cookies and the bubble gum and the chewing gum and the little bags of potato chips, two for $1. Of course, you have an extra dollar. You're going to grab two and eat those on the way home while you're driving. That's temptation. That is not good. That was weaken your willpower like you won't believe, and then you start being mad at yourself after you've eaten these things. Now, the promise of willpower is not the same for everybody. The promise is not the same. It's not equal because your mind plays tricks on you. Your mind will have you thinking that your object of your desires or the things that you crave that are not good for you is what's going to make you happy, is what you need. That's why it's not equal. But long-term satisfaction, that's short-term. Long-term satisfaction will tell you, you've got the willpower to get through this. We've got the willpower to do this. We started this, and we're going to see it through because we have the willpower. And we can do this. Not only can we do this, we're going to do this. Because we have willpower, which is the forefront of our motivation, encouragement, our desires, and our strength. So I tell you today, take any impulses that are not lined up with your goals and getting there or staying there or being as healthy as you can possibly be, anything that's not lined up with that and your willpower, you need to remove it. Let's remove it today. Let's make plans and small steps and small goals to move it so that we can get to that big goal, which is where we're headed. So today, let's look at the word will and power. Let's say power is the strength. It's at the end. Notice that, okay? Because it's going to carry whatever is in the front. With power being at the end and will being at the front, it's going to carry your will. The power is carrying your will to get there. Remove the word will and put your name there in front of power. Tell yourself every day, it'll be simply for me. I have simply power. That's what I'll say every day. You say it. I have Patricia Power, Bob Power, Vanessa Power, Tammy Power, whatever your name is, Debbie Power. You have that power because you have the will to get there. Once you have that will inside of you, there's no stopping us now. We're on the move. Yes, we are. No stopping. So have the willpower today. Enjoy your day. But tell yourself, I have blank power. Every day say it. And watch how that works for you. But you know why? Because you're talking to your mind. And your heart is going to feel that, whatever the mind says, and the body is going to line up. So enjoy your willpower. Get there or continue getting there. We've got this. So where are you today with your willpower? Think about that and get back with me. Love you guys. Bye.